of you who have been raised around horses, we all know that getting on your horse's back can sometimes be a difficult task. Whether it be that your horse is too tall, your pants are too tight, or you're just physically unable, it's nice to know that there are more than one ways to get on your horse's back. Growing up, I watched countless movies where little girls who had ponies that would lay down so that they could get on their back easier, or war movies that cowboys would lay their horse down and use their horse as a barrier so they wouldn't get shot. And I always asked my dad, how did they get the horse to do that? Well, when I was a senior in high school, I sent my horse Frisco to a trainer named Buddy Miller who owns Hot Rod Ponies in Denton, and one day while I was watching him work with it, he laid my horse down. And I asked him why he did that. He said that it stretches the horse's back through the center of their back, down their spine, and their front legs. And he said that this helps the horse be limber so that they don't pull muscles when performing events such as like barrels or cutting or reining. He compared it to a human sitting on the ground trying to touch their toes and the pull that they feel behind their knee. When I was a senior in high school, I sent my horse Frisco to a trainer by the name of Buddy Miller. He trained horses to do all sorts of disciplines as well as do chiropractic work so that their muscles were loose and they weren't so stiff. I sent my horse Frisco to work on him because he was having some back trouble. Frisco was a pretty tall quarter horse, and whenever I would ride him out on the trails, if I had to get off of him for whatever reason, I had a really hard time getting back on his back. Most of the time I had to go find a fence or a tree and just pray that he stood still long enough for me to crawl on his back, and most of the time he didn't. This is my 2-year-old Dollar. He's just started training, so this is all somewhat new to him, and we're going to try to demonstrate how to make your horse lay down for the first time. You need to start with a 6-foot lead rope. Make sure it has a snap on the end of it. The horse needs to have a snaffle in his mouth and a saddle and blanket, of course. Start by placing the lead rope and buckling it around his fetlock, which is just above the hoof. Then take a hold of both of your reins, holding the outside rein, your right rein, a little bit tighter. Then run the lead rope over your saddle horn. This will hold their leg up when you ask him to lay down. Ask the horse to pick up their front left foot and hold it at least a 90-degree angle. Then take your right rein, tip the horse's nose to their shoulder, and they should kneel down. From here, they should go ahead and lose their balance and fall on over. That's how you get your horse to lay down. Now from here, if you're going to ride your horse, go ahead and just drop the lead rope since we're still in the training point, and then ask your horse to sit up a little. Easy, easy. Then stand over the saddle, give him rein, and let him get up. So since he's young, he doesn't wait for me quite like he should, but that's okay. You can't always plan everything. And now that you have seen how you lay your horse down, you can mix things up a little bit. And once they get better at it, you can start taking away the lead rope. And ask them just by holding up their foot and not tipping around their nose. Once they go to their knee, step out of their way and let them lay down again. So as you can see, he's gotten pretty good at this. So we'll ask him to get up. Stand over their saddle, hold your weight off of his back so it's easier for him, and kiss to him.
Very good.
Very good.
Yes, very good.
Now that you have taught your horse to lay down, you can now trust that you have many different options on how to get on their back. Whether you find a fence, a stump, a friend's knee, or use this method, there's many different ways. Now you can be comfortable if you need to pick up an antler or a feather, anything you see out on the trail. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I encourage you to try it.